Let's learn how to find the greatest common factor, or GCF, of 7 and 28. The greatest common factor is the largest number that divides evenly into both numbers. Let's start with our two numbers, 7 and 28. To find their greatest common factor, we'll first list out all the factors of each number. Let's start with 7. To find the factors of 7, we need to find all numbers that divide evenly into 7. 1 is always a factor, since every number is divisible by 1, and 7 itself is also a factor. Since 7 is a prime number, these are its only factors. Now let's find the factors of 28. Again, we'll list all numbers that divide evenly into 28. 1 is always a factor. 2 is a factor because 28 is even. 4 is also a factor since 28 divided by 4 is 7. 7 is a factor because 28 divided by 7 is 4. 14 is a factor because 28 divided by 14 is 2. And finally, 28 itself is a factor. Now that we have all the factors listed, let's identify the common factors. 1 is a common factor, as it appears in both lists. 7 is also a common factor. The greatest common factor will be the largest number that appears in both lists. Looking at our common factors 1 and 7, we can see that 7 is larger. Therefore, 7 is the greatest common factor of 7 and 28. We can verify this is correct because 7 divides evenly into both 7 and 28. 7 divided by 7 equals 1, and 28 divided by 7 equals 4. There are no larger numbers that divide evenly into both 7 and 28. And that's how we find the greatest common factor of 7 and 28. Remember, the GCF is the largest number that divides evenly into both numbers. And in this case, that number is 7.